So today I will be talking about deforestation. So according to Webster Dictionary, the definition for deforestation is the action of clearing a widespread amount of trees. But like, what does this actually mean when it comes to the environment? It means transforming a wooded area into a clean, clear landscape. These areas have been cleared for multiple reasons: apartments, businesses, shopping malls as seen in the pictures, and just rural areas looking to modernize. So according to Michael Williams at History Today, deforestation began about 500,000 years ago, when early civilizations of humans had to clear out large amounts of land for their towns to go. They used the lumber that they would cut down and burn as shelter to protect themselves, food to cook the food, and then they also got food off of the trees for themselves and for their animals, and then just fire to keep themselves warm. But it has become more in the news since the 1950s, since we realized how negative the process is, and just showing how bad it is for the environment. But the unlucky fact is that 90% of deforestation that has already been done has been done before the 1950s. The effects of deforestation are climate change, desertification, soil erosion, fewer crops, flooding, increased greenhouse gases, and problems for inhabitants. The first thing to talk about is loss of habitat. So these animals and plants are dying rapidly or being put on the endangered species list because these forests provide homes for them, and also the loss of the forest can increase temperature, which can make the mornings super hot and the nights freezing cold, which make it very not livable for a lot of these animals. According to National Geographic, 80% of the Earth's animals live in forests. These threatened species include the orangutan, the Samaritan tigers, lots of birds that reside in the Amazon forest, and just added to the list recently are koala bears. So also, another negative thing is the increase in greenhouse gases. So according to worldlife.org, tropical forests hold more than 228 to 247 gigatons of the world's carbon, but when the forests are removed, the carbon is emitted into the atmosphere, and deforestation is responsible for 15% of all greenhouse gas emissions. Deforestation also has an effect on water cycles. The trees provide a balance between the amount of water on the land and the amount of water. And then other effects can do increase in soil erosion and disrupted livelihoods. Other things can do rising temperatures, changes in weather, and extreme weather conditions. Water cycles, this can affect rivers and precipitations and can damage ecosystems even more and can affect living organisms within the rivers. So some of the top 5 most places affected by deforestation is number 1, Brazil. This is where the Amazon forest is located and where it has the largest amount of trees in the world. Number 2 is Peru, but 80% of deforestation is due to illegal activity. Number 3 is Bolivia, 4 Indonesia, and 5 Russia. There's different types of deforestation. The first one is land clearing. This is used for preparing for livestock, cattle. Second is logging, commercial logging for companies. Third is slash and burn. And then 4th is natural events, which can include volcanic eruption, hurricanes, forest fires, climate change, and rainfall. So taking action, according to worldwildlife.org, they're trying to help, try to take back a lot of these forests and try to save the environment. The first way that they're trying to do that is by place-based conservation. They're ensuring that companies going into these areas are trying to do their best for the environment and not doing unnecessary expansion that will result in deforestation. The second one is creating sustainable infrastructure. Like above, they're trying to make sure that these companies don't just come in and wreck the environment, and they're also making sure that railroads roads, and just other uses of transportation value ecosystems. They're creating and managing conservation areas. These aren't as funded as national parks, which make them hard for people to support and hard for them to get money for funding, but they're trying to promote these more. And then they're trying to promote sustainable bioenergy by staying away from wood and charcoal and trying to use scrap wood, oils, fats, sugars, waste, and even algae to reduce greenhouse gases. So the little things that all of us can do are plant some trees, recycle, use companies that use recycled materials, support local companies committed to reducing deforestation, and raise awareness in communities, and don't be wasteful. Sources, and done.